What's up, guys? How's it going? We're here in Arizona. Arizona States was just yesterday. It was an awesome event. The live stream is on my channel if you guys want to check that out. But we're doing part 2 to the future of North American arm wrestling. So just want to touch on a few different guys that we might have missed in part 1. There are so many potential dudes coming up. In North America arm wrestling, it's impossible that we're going to cover them all in just one 5-man video. So we are going to make a part 2.
Yep. So 5 more prospects for the future of arm wrestling.
5 more. So number 5, I want to start out with Jason Tarver.
Yep.
Jason Tarver has looked mega impressive. Did you see what he did in Waxahachie?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
He broke his arm not too long ago.
Yeah, I think he broke his arm a year or two ago on the left side, if I'm not mistaken.
Gotcha.
And he's
just recently he looked really good.
He's coming back. He's looking really impressive. He beat everybody at the 176 round robin, ROTN event Gary Roberts had in Waxahachie. He walked through everyone. Did you see Gary's video?
Gary Roberts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like nobody else was even there. He killed everybody. Super impressive. He hopped up in the 198 class. And he did really well as well after winning 21 matches in a row, which is
that's insane.
That's impressive.
The fact that he has the muscular strength and endurance to display such a feat. I mean, you don't see a lot of arm wrestlers do it.
Well, I was really impressed. I mean, he got wins on the likes of like Max Taubman. I think he might have pinned Artem too. I'm not too sure. Maybe so, maybe not. But either way, really impressive. He walks around at 170. So he's really more of like a 165 puller.
Definitely.
So a lighter weight guy on the list, but really, really impressive. And then just last week in Texas, he went undefeated and won left and right in the 198 class. So
he's definitely coming up quick.
Yeah, he's showing up really impressed. So Jason Tarver is our number 1 prospect, or our first prospect, I should say.
Yeah, definitely.
Who else?
Besides that, I would like to touch base and talk about Dalton Duncan. Yeah. Just recently, he's been coming up very quick.
A lot of people were upset with us that we didn't cover Dalton on the first one.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't forget about Dalton.
Yeah, we just had some other opinions about some other guys as well.
Yeah.
But Dalton Duncan's definitely a top prospect.
He is.
For many reasons. Just recently in Kansas City, he had a super match. He pulled the 165-pound class.
160, I think.
160.
Yeah.
Won that class, and then pulled the weight above and had a pretty impressive display over a few individuals. One of them being Austin Wade. He was able to get a quick win on Austin. Do you know how Dalton did left-handed in that class? I'm not too familiar.
Which class?
Well, I know he won the left hand for the 160.
180, I want to say he took... I don't know where he placed, actually.
I don't know where he placed.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he placed.
But regardless, I mean, to be able to win a class and then pull up is pretty impressive.
Yes, yeah, very impressed. And then he recently just beat Hunter Knopf's 3-0.
Yeah.
Hunter's another guy who's up and coming, young kid. I think he's from South Carolina, maybe. So somewhere in the southeast. Yeah. But Hunter's really strong, no joke, and Dalton handled him 3-0.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there were some good matches, but decisive too.
Yeah.
Hunter never got a win, so.
No.
Says a lot about where Dalton's at right now.
Yeah, now Hunter did get one win on him in the class afterwards.
Okay, in the tournament.
Yeah, but Dalton ended up winning the tournament as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, so Dalton has been really impressive. He's definitely coming up. We're going to see a lot from Dalton. I imagine Dalton and Austin are going to be going back and forth.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah.
I think they're both like top guys for coming in the 176.
Yeah, pretty soon they're going to be knocking on Justin Bishop's door trying to come for that top dog in the southeast spot.
Yeah, someone's got to be the top.
And apparently it's not Luke Kent, right? Did you see that Facebook thread? But who else?
So Billy Kreup.
Billy Kreup was also at the Kansas City event. When was it? Last month.
Yeah.
You were there. But Billy Kreup ended up taking second place to Jamie Sheldon.
Yes.
Which Jamie Sheldon has been looking mega impressive. But Billy placed over...
he beat me.
He beat you.
Then he beat Bill Logston.
He beat Bill Logston.
And then
he placed over Austin Wade.
Yep.
He placed over Dalton Duncan.
Yep.
So he's beaten a lot of the guys on our list that we're talking about.
Yeah.
That was in the 185 class.
Yes, the 185 class.
So if I'm not mistaken, Billy usually pulls 176s. But
he's a smaller dude, but he definitely doesn't have any struggle pulling the bigger lightweights.
Not at all. He has a ton of speed, a ton of horsepower.
His hand, especially, just from where I got to pull with him, his hand was insanely strong.
Yeah.
He definitely has no disadvantage being in that class whatsoever.
No, not at all.
He's very more than capable to pull up.
Well. I agree. And I think that the 176 class might be the most exciting class as far as new guys go.
Oh, I agree as well.
I mean, there's so many new guys at 176 pounds. But, Billy I think Billy's out of Kansas City area. I imagine he is since he was at the event. But he's just been looking dominant in his region. I'm really excited to see where he goes. And funny enough, he has a super match with Dalton Duncan coming up later this year.
Yeah, so we'll get to see between those two who's stronger.
Yeah, which I'm excited for. I don't know what the weight cap is. Do you happen to know?
I wouldn't know.
No.
I assume it's
76 maybe.
76.
Yeah.
Maybe lighter than that.
Yeah.
Because I know Dalton could probably get lighter than that for sure.
Yeah, Dalton had to squeeze to make 160. I think a more realistic cut for Dalton is about 65.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Billy, but I'm excited to see that match.
Yeah,
Any predictions?
I am as well. I predict that Dalton might be able to take it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he has long levers. If he's able to progress in strength, then he has a lot of potential for pulling a guy like Billy Kreup.
Yep.
So I would like to be able to see Dalton take that.
Yeah, I definitely think Dalton can if he can stop it and if he can keep Billy's wrist flat. Yeah. But if Billy gets any cup at all and goes sideways, it's going to be a long day for Dalton. So it's really a coin flip. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited, but
definitely.
Who else do we have?
At number 4, we got to talk about Mega Mike.
Mega Mike,
Southern California.
Yeah, Mega Mike looked massive yesterday.
Yes, he did.
Massive at Arizona
He pulled
State.
in the 232 and up supers.
Yep.
And he got some very good wins. I think it was his first time ever pulling pros.
Was it?
I want to say, I think he pulled the World Amateurs in Buena Park, California.
Okay.
He won that. Then he pulled Masters at a Arnold's qualifier event. And then he got to pull pros just yesterday.
Yes, and he did really well.
Yeah, he got some insane wins.
Yeah, he won over Big Allen from California.
So Big Allen is actually very new to pulling pros as well. But I would say that Big Allen's a prospect as well. But he beat Tony Tomlinson.
Tony Tomlinson, that's the biggest win.
Tony Tomlinson's by far Mega Mike's biggest win.
Yeah.
But Allen also beat Tony Tomlinson.
Yeah.
So kind of an upset.
After Mega Mike beat Tony,
Allen was able to beat him as well.
Yeah, which was really impressive from Allen, which Allen looks great like you said, but Mega Mike just looked on a different level. He ran through everyone.
Mega Mike had some more challenging matches. He started with Horacio Ramirez, went right through Horacio, progressed in the brackets, beat some people, came to pull Tony Tomlinson first, I believe.
Yep.
Beat Tony, then beat Allen twice, I want to say.
Yeah.
Which is pretty impressive.
Really, really good wins. Definitely from Mega Mike. I know Mega Mike has been training with Derek Smith now for about a year and a half?
Yeah, a year and a half, and I would say the last 5-6 months have been like hard, consistent training for Mega Mike.
Yeah, and Derek has nothing but great things to say about Mega Mike. I mean,
yeah.
Almost in every video, Derek is talking about Mega Mike and how Mega Mike is the future.
That is the Southern California prospect.
Well, after yesterday, I have to agree. Mega Mike was looking pretty stout. I was very impressed. I wish we got to see an overalls yesterday.
Yeah, that would have been interesting for sure.
I wonder if Mega Mike would have been able to run through everyone. Because there was a pretty stacked lineup. Yeah, right-handed.
He probably would have.
Yeah, I think he would have. I have to agree.
Yeah.
I have to agree. Number one guy. Who's the number one guy on our list?
Number one prospect on our list for future of arm wrestling is Noel Nuñez.
Noel Nuñez. Noel is a beast. Okay, if you don't know Noel,
100%.
Noel walks around about 185 usually. He pulls the 200-pound class or 198.
He pulls. So typically, where he travels with you, he pulls 200 pounds, 205.
Yep.
But in Florida, he tends to pull even heavier than that.
Yeah, in Florida he'll pull 200s, 220s, and supers. We don't really have a 242 class. So, I mean, Noel always pulls up. Well, this weekend Noel pulled 185.
He pulled the appropriate class.
Yes, the class that he should be pulling.
Yeah.
And, he looked awesome, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, he had a pretty dominant win initially on Corey Miller, left-handed.
Yep.
And then right-handed, he had some good matches with
Devin Bear.
Guys.
Yeah, Devin Bear, he ended up getting to the straps, flashing Devin Bear.
Yep.
Getting to the straps, flashing Jamie Sheldon.
Yep.
He got called slipping or losing against Corey Miller for his first loss.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was initially why he went on B-side.
Yep, and had to work his way back. And then Corey and him had a little bit of a battle. It was called a parallel pin. I think it's questionable, but maybe it wasn't. I wasn't the ref. I didn't have the best position.
Regardless, it said a lot about Noel and where he's at.
Because not very many...
Corey's a top 5 guy.
Not very many people put the brakes on Corey.
Yeah.
Not very many people at all, and Noel was able to do that yesterday, right-handed, and even beat Corey left-handed, looking super impressive. Corey ended up getting an injury. I can't remember who against left-handed. Do you recall? I think it may have been against Devin Bear.
Might have been against Devin Bear. We were talking about it last night, but I...
Yeah, and then he had to stop pulling left-handed at that point. But his right hand really showed out. Yeah. Noel recently called out Justin Bishop for $1,000 right-handed.
Wow.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see that soon.
Yeah, and I truly believe if it gets to the strap and Noel gets any sort of cup, it's Noel's.
Noel's the favorite in the straps.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it is. I think he is.
Nice.
But Justin has an iron hand. If he's able to hold on and crank over like Corey Miller was able to do, then he might be in trouble. But I'm really excited to see that match.
Yeah, I would be also excited to see that match. I think it's about time Noel gets to test himself against the very best lightweights of North America.
Yep. So first in Corey Miller and now coming up in Justin Bishop. So I'm really excited. Definitely. For that. Like we said, 176 is looking to be the class. 176, 180, so 165 around that.
And there's so many other honorable mentions as well. We might have to do a third video.
We might have to do a part 3. We'll see who yells at us in the comments,
definitely.
Right? But absolutely, we have a lot of young guys coming up in the sport, and even Mega Mike, he's not a young guy, but he's coming up too. Just new talent. And I'm really excited about it. You're really excited about it.
Definitely.
And I'm excited to see what happens in the next few years. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're not already, and comment down below, like, who else do we need to talk about? Who else do we not know about? But anyways, take it easy.
Take it easy.